Hello, how is everyone doing? Today we're going to talk about some updates and speculations that have been circulating lately. Could a contract extension for a key player be on the horizon? I've got some exciting news to share. What's the current status of the Rookie of the Year race? And lastly, a rumor about a player possibly returning to a certain team is gaining traction. There are a lot of whispers surrounding this player and the organization right now. How much of it is true? For those who don't know yet, I invite you to join a group that always stays on top of the latest news. If you want to keep up with the updates and rumors throughout the offseason, rest assured I'll be here. I know May, June, and July are right around the corner, but the good news is you'll get one video every day in May, one in June, and one in July. I'll do my absolute best to ensure the content is always available. I'm committed to the quality, and I hope you are too. Let's talk about the contract extension first, because there are many rumors and concerns surrounding that topic. The situation looks promising, and I'd say it's quite likely that there will be a resolution soon. An important date to keep in mind is May 19th, when players are expected to begin training. Starting June 10, everything becomes mandatory. It's worth mentioning that I spoke with the player before the NFL draft and didn't get the sense he was worried about a potential holdout or requesting a trade. There was a lot of speculation before the draft. The player recently took part in voluntary workouts, and his presence in these post-draft sessions speaks volumes about his commitment to the organization. He wants to stay with the team. Even though he's still seeking a contract extension, his participation in practice is quite significant. He's currently on a low guaranteed deal with just 1 year remaining. However, I know the team is actively working on this matter. Given the progress being made, it seems this will be resolved soon. When I asked about the timeline for the extension, the answer was still uncertain. Many were anxious before the draft. But what I've learned is that the team focused on other areas, allocating resources elsewhere before turning to the draft. It's relevant to mention that a large number of prospects were evaluated. Reflecting on the draft overall, I feel proud of the current front office. I believe the team will finalize a contract extension soon. The reason I'm confident is because he remains an outstanding player, consistently performing at a high level. It's interesting that some people consider him old, likely because he's been with the organization since 2018. However, he's still young and fully capable. It's important to highlight that the player continues to be a legitimate offensive tackle. He maintains a high level of performance, and the idea that he's aging likely comes from his long tenure with the team. Last season, despite some early struggles in the first 6 games, from week 6 to 18, he allowed just 1 sack, a noteworthy stat. Additionally, his overall Pro Football Focus grade in 2024 was 80.6, with a pass blocking grade of 81 and a run blocking grade of 71, ranking him 13th in the NFL according to PFF. Given that the organization prioritizes the offensive line and its development, it raises the question, why would you part ways with your best offensive lineman, or at least your top tackle? While there's debate over whether he's still the best lineman on the team due to another player's rise, there are solid reasons to believe this extension will happen. The team's trade for a quarterback underscores the need for a strong offensive line. It would be illogical to acquire a QB and not protect him properly. Though the team drafted 2 players, neither is fully prepared to protect the quarterback's blind side, making a strong line essential. The QB performs significantly better when he trusts his left tackle. Last season, he was sacked 50 times, 31 the year before, and 46 the year prior to that. Protecting his blind side is a priority, especially given how highly the coaching staff values this tackle. To get the most out of the quarterback, the offensive tackle needs to remain in place. And finally, we can't ignore his leadership qualities. He may not be the most vocal guy, but in today's environment, that's perfectly fine. What truly matters is showing up and doing your job, and the fact that he's attended voluntary workouts speaks volumes about his commitment. He's been a team captain for the past 3 years. It's remarkable to see how great of a teammate he is, always showing up for his fellow players. I remember a food competition I was in with a teammate, and he suddenly showed up and said, "Hey, I'm joining too." He ended up participating for charity. Last year, I competed against another player, and once again, he showed up, always by his teammate's side. I know the coaching staff values players who not only love the sport, but are committed to building something special, which is exactly what this player is trying to do. So considering what he brings, I've compared it to other contracts and believe the extension should be around 2 years, $41 million with $31 million guaranteed. If you factor in his current 1-year deal, the total would be 3 years, $56.7 million with $31 million guaranteed. This aligns him with other players and coaches since they all have 3-year contracts. If the goal is to build for the future, this player must be part of the plan. Next, let's talk about another player. When a running back is selected high, you already expect some Rookie of the Year buzz. I'm someone who loves following the latest updates, no doubt. But will this running back win Rookie of the Year? I'd say it's a possibility. Honestly, I think it all comes down to luck. That said, I believe this is the best strategy. Right. Now, quarterbacks tend to dominate that award, although wide receivers have been earning it more often lately. The last running back to win it was in 2018. Last year, a wide receiver took the honor. Based on the current context, this rookie is the favorite to win NFL Rookie of the Year. I also noticed how the team structured their draft this season. It seems they're building around him. Drafting a wide receiver known for his blocking helps him. Another player drafted can stretch the defense, adding more support. Even someone who creates pre-snap motion adds confusion for defenders. If defenders hesitate, he can outrun or overpower them. Right now, when you look at the odds, he's in a favorable position. However, there's a quarterback in the mix, and they usually secure this type of recognition. Another player's workload will depend on how much he plays in multiple roles. There's another strong contender too. But I really believe if this rookie hits 1,500 rushing yards and the team ends up with 8 to 10 wins, he has a real shot at winning NFL Rookie of the Year. If you're thinking of the player most expected, the team to draft, I'll admit, he wasn't my first choice. But if you think I'm not excited to have him, you're mistaken. Drop a comment below if you believe he'll win NFL Rookie of the Year. And you know what? If you're commenting and want a jersey, there are options available. I know some might say he won't wear a certain number. That's just a placeholder. The team hasn't assigned an official number yet. Hopefully he picks one soon. I'd be disappointed if a player didn't give up a number for him. But whatever he chooses, I don't care what the official number is. You'll get the authentic jersey once it's announced. If you want to lock that in, you've got options. Recently checked the rookie jersey sales rankings, and he's currently in 4th place. I want him to reach number 1. So if you can help, let's push to make his jersey the top seller. I'd love to see fans wearing it. It's always fascinating to see people sporting a player's jersey. He's currently in 4th place behind a few others. So if you're thinking of buying one, go to the official site. Now let's move on to updates about the Raiders. Is a certain player on his way to Las Vegas? I saw something suggesting he attended a draft-related event for a Raiders player. That sparked speculation the Raiders might bring him back, but here's the reality. That's not going to happen. Let me be clear. Bringing him back to the Raiders would be a huge mistake. And honestly, I doubt he was even at that draft party. As soon as I heard that rumor, I checked with a few sources about his presence at the event, and they told me that. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Las Vegas Raiders. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In a surprising twist that has sent shockwaves through the NFL, Joe Burrow, the Cincinnati Bengals star quarterback, has officially signed with the Las Vegas Raiders. This move marks one of the most dramatic shifts in recent NFL history and has already begun to reshape the landscape of the league. Burrow, who has been the face of the Bengals' resurgence over the past few years, will now take his talents to the desert, with fans and analysts alike eager to see how he will perform in a new environment. The signing comes as a bit of a shock, as Burrow has long been associated with the Bengals, leading them to 2 AFC Championship games and a Super Bowl appearance. His ability to remain calm under pressure, combined with his quick release and pinpoint accuracy, made him one of the most coveted quarterbacks in the league. Yet despite his success in Cincinnati, Burrow and the Bengals could not come to terms on a long-term extension that would keep him in Ohio for the foreseeable future. Las Vegas, on the other hand, has been in search of a franchise quarterback to elevate their team to the next level. Derek Carr, their former signal caller, had his ups and downs, and after years of mediocrity, the Raiders were looking for someone who could bring stability and leadership to a squad filled with potential. Enter Joe Burrow, whose poise and experience in high-pressure situations will be invaluable as the Raiders look to compete in the highly competitive AFC West. For the Raiders, this is more than just a signing. It is a statement. With Burrow under center, the Raiders now have one of the most talented quarterbacks in the league, capable of leading a high-powered offense that includes emerging stars at wide receiver like Davante Adams. Burrow's arrival will undoubtedly bring a new level of excitement to Allegiant Stadium as fans prepare to see their team potentially compete for a Super Bowl in the near future. The Bengals, meanwhile, are left to pick up the pieces. While the team has shown that it can compete without Burrow, his departure leaves a significant void in both leadership and talent. The Bengals front office will now be tasked with finding a quarterback who can replicate Burrow's success, a difficult task considering the level of play Burrow has consistently demonstrated since entering the league. As for Burrow, he is stepping into a new chapter of his career, one that comes with its own set of challenges. But with his remarkable ability to perform under pressure, it's clear that he is more than capable of handling the expectations that come with being the face of a franchise. The Raiders' future now rests in his hands, and football fans across the nation will be watching to see if Burrow can deliver the success and glory that Las Vegas has been waiting for. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Las Vegas Raiders, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.